Percy Jackson / Heroes of Olympus review. Hi everyone, Chelsea here. Sorry if the lighting's crappy. I am outside in my backyard at night, but you can probably see my bright yellow shirt. It's a minion shirt. It has like a big eyeball on it. And then I also have black sweatpants on, and I have my cat blanket out here. It's a tie blanket that my best friend made me, and it has orange cats on it, and it reminds me of fall colors. And like always, I'm wearing my cat eye glasses. They have rhinestones on them, and they're purple, I think. I really can't remember. I'm pretty sure these ones are purple though. And then I have my hair in a bun. And the purple in my hair has faded a lot, so yeah. So I'm doing a challenge on my Instagram to do a new thing every day. If you'd like to join me in this challenge, you could use the hashtag one new thing a day. And if you are blind or visually impaired, you could be featured on my Instagram. You could email me or message me your picture or video. And you go to the on the Instagram, there's an email button, and you click that. And the link to our Instagram is down below. And the Instagram is called VI Blind Can Do Anything. Okay, on with the video now. This is probably going to be a really long video, so let's get started. Percy Jackson in the Olympians series. I will link the audiobooks below. Rick Riordan's books are for middle schoolers, but any age can read them. They are based in modern times, but they have mythology aspects. Like the Percy Jackson series has Greek mythology. It is about Percy, who is a demigod, child of Poseidon, and he goes on adventures, and he goes to a camp for kids who are demigods. The reason why Percy has ADHD and dyslexia is because the ADHD is hardened battle reflexes, and the dyslexia is because their brains are hardwired to read ancient Greek, but they still have trouble reading English and presumably whatever their other language, native language would be, as long as it isn't Greek. It doesn't erase their dyslexia, and it's not like they see Greek and they're like, oh, I know all the words. No, they do know some, but it's not like everything. They do still have to learn it. They have like a Greek class they have to take at camp. They learn how to read it and write it. It's not like super part of the book, but it is mentioned, which I think that is good because it doesn't erase their dyslexia. The main characters are Percy, Annabeth, and Grover. I like that they all form a friendship together. Like, Percy had known Grover from school, and he meets Annabeth at camp, but they aren't like friends right away because their parents are rivals, because since Percy's dad is Poseidon and Annabeth's dad is Athena, they're rivals, so Annabeth wants to hate him on principle, but she ends up liking him, which is awesome, and they end up going on a quest together, multiple quests actually, and Yeah. Sorry. My dog's on my lap and I keep losing my train of thought. You want to see her? She's so cute. I'll show her real quick. Sorry to interrupt this video with dog cuteness. See her very well? Oh, actually you can. She's a black and tan, but you can't really see her tanness. Lucy, look. Lucy! Lucy Loo-hoo! Look! Lucy! Sorry, I'm picking stuff out of her fur. She's just chilling on my lap. She's a Chorky, which is a Chihuahua and Yorkie mix. She's a pretty good dog. She's pretty small. Okay, well, back to the original point of this video. One of my favorite moments that proves that Percy and Annabeth aren't their parents is when Percy asked if it ends up like the children war of Poseidon versus Athena, where does that leave us? Or something like that. And she says, you're my friend, I'll be fighting with you. Something along those lines. I just think it's a great moment. It proves that they have really become friends over this quest and that they aren't their parents. Which I think is a very important message. Oh, and Lucy just left my lap. She went to go explore or to check out the neighbor's dog that's barking. Now my other dog, Ginger, is on my lap. She's black and tan. You can't see her tan, right? You can't see, oh wait, you can kind of see the tan. She's facing away from me and she's laying on my back, on her belly. So all you can see is her head. Just like how it was with Lucy. Sorry, I didn't explain that part, but now you know that part. So she's just chilling on my lap and let me pet her like Lucy was. Oh, baby. Oh wait, did I mention that her name's Ginger? Sorry. Okay. Now I'm back to talking about Percy Jackson. The Heroes of Olympus. The three main characters of the Heroes of Olympus are Jason, Piper, and Leo. I like these three. They're cool. They have a different relationship than Percy and Annabeth and Grover. I mean, they still have a friendship. But it's just in different circumstances because Piper and Leo believed that they had been friends with Jason all year, but it turns out they hadn't, and it was just a missed memory. So yeah, it makes it a lot more interesting. Heroes of Olympus features Roman gods instead of Greek. So Jason is a child of Jupiter. Piper and Leo are both Greek demigods, but Piper is a child of Aphrodite, and Leo is a child of Hephaestus. But Jason, he keeps using all the Roman names, and so he's confused. He knows what gods he's talking about, but they're all like, why are you using the Roman names? And because the Greeks and Roman demigod children don't know about each other. There are two camps on two different sides of the US. So the Greek camp is in New York City, and the Roman camp is in San Francisco. So, yeah, they're on two different sides of the US. The reason the gods are in the US is because firework, I think. Oh, it's okay, Lucy. Lucy's back on my lap now. She's terrified. You're okay, girls. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Alright, so the reason why the gods are in the U.S. is because they move with the flame of Western civilization. So, they are above the Empire State Building on the 600th floor. Stop it, Lucy. Oh, I have to go investigate. So sorry for barking in the background. Western civilization thing, it's explained in Percy Jackson, but I realized I forgot to mention that in that part, so sorry. So it's in this part. It's explained. I'm just trying not to spoil too much for you guys, so sorry. There are spoilers. My favorite themes of the Heroes of Olympus is accepting yourself for who you are. It is a great quality to show young readers and older readers. The thing I'd like to mention is it's not exactly spoken about in the book, but I think it is hinted, is that Percy and Annabeth and Nico all go through a traumatic experience. I'm not going to mention it because I don't want to spoil it all for you, but I believe it caused them to develop post-traumatic stress disorder, which some of the symptoms are flashbacks, hallucinations, panic attacks, and those are just some of the symptoms. There are lots more, and it can show or manifest in people in many different ways. I am not a mental health professional, so don't take my word for it. If you want to watch some mental health YouTubers, I will link their channels down below. One is Katie Morton, I think that's how you say her name, and the other is Depression with Expression. I will link his channel down below too. There are a few moments that could support Percy and Annabeth having PTSD. So Jason gets hurt and Annabeth acts a little panicky and talks really fast. And then an old injury of hers kind of starts hurting. So it could be like a combination of a mental effect of anxiety and a physical representation. That might not be the right word, but something like that. And then Percy, he was in a battle, and Hazel screams, and Percy gets freezes and gets hit in the head. So he could have been having a flashback of Annabeth screaming. These two have been through a war before this, so it could be possible they could have developed PTSD from both the experience they went through and the war they were previously in. This is all just speculation. You know, there are probably more moments, but those are the two that I can think of. Let me know in the comments if you can think of any moments that show that Percy and Annabeth could have PTSD. I'm going to end the video here, and I'm going to talk about the Magnus Chase series and the Trials of Apollo in another video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe, and follow us on social media.